Well, good morning, everybody. Hello. Hey, it's Becky. Let me get the camera up so you can see the top of my head from Power Tools with Thread. Thank you for joining me today. You are in our Stitchuation room. This is a virtual stitching retreat where you hang out with me in here and follow me on my sewing journey. And I hope I can inspire you to put something under the needle or do like I'm doing today and get a little tidying done. So Frito has started to pace. I'm going to come around the table. I have the treat bucket. Yes, ma'am. I know everybody wants to see you and Dottie. I know we have to do this, y'all. They have me conditioned for sure. Oh my goodness, my room. It is now a puppy playground right there. Miss Dottie doesn't have it down yet, but Frito does. Where are you? There you are, pretty girl. There she is. Good, Frito. She's our little rescue from the local shelter. There you go. You want a stick? Bye-bye. And Dottie's getting a drink of water in her little playpen right there. So playpens are good. They keep 1-year-old babies from eating thread too. Saw that in the chat. So, hello, Dottie. Do you want a little treat? Come here. Get over there. You can do it. You can do it. Can you guys see her hopping over her little thing? She gets her back end hung up on that playpen. Come here. Come here. You can do it. She's tired. Come on. You hop that thing. You're just lazy now. I'm going to, here, eat that. There you go. She has me trained. Oh, look. Yeah, see, she's out. She's just being lazy. Dogs. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's get back around here to the matter at hand. Oh, my word, y'all. So part of the problem, I'm a little OCD by nature, have OCD tendencies. And I'm one of those kind of people that if I'm not organized, I can't really do something else. I can't sit in and sew in chaos. I don't know about you guys. So Mary, I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're feeling better. Okay. You're back home. You're feeling better. So you can watch me. I'm glad. Thank you. All the way from Australia. Awesome. Great to see you guys. So thank you, Sharon. Yeah, my dogs, they're so good. She's already been out several times today. All righty. So I can't, it nags at me. If something is chaotic everywhere, that's why my room is, I try to keep it fairly clean. I like a big open space, which now is perfect for puppy time. But as long as she's in her playpen. But is anybody else like that? Let me know in the chat or the comments below if you feel like that. It was a quick Frito visit. Yeah. I have to be organized. I have to have everything in some kind of organized fashion. That's just how I roll. I cannot do this at the sewing machine and look up to piles and piles and piles. I can't. And so this particular project has been bugging me for weeks. There are 2 bookcases that I have. Let me get over here and I'm going to turn it. You're the same way, Annette. I want to turn, okay, behind, let me get the light to let itself. So behind the 10 needle there's a bookcase back in the corner, right behind that back air conditioning duct vent. And that is empty now, except for some trinkets that may move. And then the bookshelf right in front of it, that is on the side like that because I am in a former 2-car garage. And if I was to put it against the wall, it tips and wants to fall. Those are cheap bookcases from IKEA. Now, the bookcase that's in front of that, it's right in front of the measuring guide on the wall. That bookcase I really want to get rid of, and it's got a ton of fabric on it. Some I want and some I don't. So Joe Pat's excited. She says, I'm the same way. I want to see what you're going to do. Okay. So we have to think about being judicious with our space, right? So fabric can come and go in my life. I can see fabric, absolutely love it. It inspires me. I might buy a kit and it inspires me. And then 5 years later, when I haven't done anything with it, but it's still taking up real estate in my room, I can look at that and go, I'm never going to make that. I know I'm never going to make that. And so that it no longer inspires me. And that's how I feel about my fabric. A lot of times fabric inspires me for years and years and years, and I'll never get rid of it. And I know I'll never get rid of it. But other times I can look at it and go, what was I thinking? Right? Oh, and that ugly fabric of that can dancer, it is a K facet fabric. It's called Yes You Can is the line. It was Kafe. I knew it. Anyway, so that's how I feel about fabric. I can reassess my fabric every couple of years and go. Now, I'm not talking about blenders. I'm not, things that I would use, whites, the stuff that I have on my little cardboard. I will put yardage on these cardboard pieces. These are comic book cardboards. So that kind of stuff that can stay, that's perpetual. And I know one day I might need it. And so I'm okay with keeping that kind of fabric. But there are some things that I get that later on I'm like, I'm never going to make this. And when that happens, I can graciously donate it or give it away. I'll get rid of it some way or another. I will not throw it away if it's good quilting cotton, but I will donate it. So anyway, with patterns, I'm totally different about patterns. Some of them, for the most part, I will say for the most part, I generally do not get rid of patterns or books. So I'm a collector of them because I just love patterns. I love books anyway. I love books. So I try not to keep many books around the house anymore. I'm a Kindle reader. I mostly read ebooks when I read, which is every day. But for patterns and stuff, that's where I go, all right, I'm going to keep it, and I know I'm going to keep it. Now, except for the can dancer, I'm getting rid of that. That's right. It's in my scrap bin. So I know a lot of you have got a lot of pattern books too, and you're just not sure what to do with them or how you're going to manage them or whatever. And so my feeling is if they are organized, where at least I don't have to go digging for 30 minutes or more to find what I'm looking for, that's a good thing. I eventually want to, like I said, I'm going to get rid of that other bookcase. So I'm going to cull some of the fabric out of there, and also the fabric that I have on my 5 highs. I have 2 5-tier, is it 5? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5-tier wire racks in buckets, and it has to be clear so that I can see my fabric. But to organize all my patterns in my books, okay, I'm going to organize. Uh-oh. I hope that noise doesn't bother you. Hopefully the noise canceling works on my mic, because Daddy has a toy and it rattles. Okay. So what I'm going to do is organize by author. So think of the old card catalog we used to use in school. Remember the big box with the little drawers and whatnot? And they had 3 ways of finding stuff. They had by author, by subject, and by Dewey Decimal number or something like that, by cataloging number. You can't hear the toy. Good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So you've got to determine what kind of organizer are you? How does your brain think? And like I organize my fabric by genre, which is kind of like the way a quilt store will do it, right? They will have a whole section of Halloween or a whole section of Christmas or something like that. And then they also have them by designer or author, right? Okay, so you can buy, here's all of Moda's, Corey Yoder fabric, and here's all the blenders and whatever. That's annoying the fire out of me, and I'm trying to talk over it. So I'm going to put her out there with Daddy. Hold on a second. You, Missy, need to go see Daddy. You're making me crazy. So let's take your toy. Let's take your toy. Come on. We're going to open up the baby gate. Get out of the jail. All right. Out you go. Out you go. All right. Well, she's thrown out because she's too loud. And I can't think with that kind of racket going on. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to organize all my stuff by designer. Is the easiest way to do it. For me, that's how I think. So my fabric, I organize usually, I have all my Lori Holt together. Okay, so if anybody watches, what is it? Dana K. White from A Slob Comes Clean. I have been a fan of hers for years and years, and have really adopted her method of, and her things she says to herself to give things a home. And so the biggest one is, where would I look for it first? So the location is fine. All of my patterns are going to be on that back cabinet back there, that back shelving unit. But then I'm there for 30 minutes digging around. So that doesn't do me any good. I know I'm in the neighborhood, but I can't find what I'm looking for. And when I initially put things on there, I was in the middle of moving into this room and kind of put things where I thought they needed to go. That was 3 years ago, 3.5, I think. And right. Joanna says, I don't have anything unless it has a home. Absolutely. That is the best way to keep your stuff uncluttered. So as things have come into the sewing room, I just kind of shoved them where I thought they needed to go, or what, and that drives me crazy, but I didn't have time. So today I am making time. And my thought process is right now, like with like. And then I will find homes on the shelves for the like with like. All right, got that down. So I went through there, and I didn't even get anything off the bottom shelf. The bottom shelf has sample books of stabilizers and fabrics and threads and that kind of thing. More garment sewing stuff, right? I don't need anything off of there. I know where to look for all that on that very bottom shelf. It's rarely used, so it doesn't get prime real estate. So, okay. So first things first, I have a mixture here of quilting patterns and embroidery patterns. So those need to be split. There's somebody out front. It might be Keith. I don't know. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is clear out the Kimberbell. That's first. I had these 3 Kimberbell machine embroidery kits. They're full kits of, I'll show you. We'll be here all day if I go one by one on these, but so these are just little mug rugs, okay? Quilt as you go in the hoop mug rugs with cork. My granddaughter will love these. So I will not ever use these. We'll never make them. There are some bookmarks, okay? Never make them. And then here's a reading, what is this? I don't know. Oh, it looks like a reading book cover, okay? Or a Kindle cover or something. I'm not sure. So I'm going to take these 3 things and put them aside, and I'm going to mail these to my granddaughter. Things roll in, right? And oh, that's cute, whatever. I'm never going to make these. I'm going to be honest with myself. So these are going to be given to my granddaughter. All right. So now the rest of the Kimberbell. Y'all, here we go. This is something else. I don't have the camera pointed so you can see the chaos here. All right. So I'm going to get as many of these, like this is dime earrings. I don't know. So my Kimberbell CDs, these were all pretty much together. Okay. So if I'm going to go looking for Kimberbell patterns, I have them. So there's a stack I'm going to put over here. right next to the ones that I'm giving to my granddaughter. I have some Kimberbell that are in, I made these little things, dog mom, dog dad. So I made those, but I have some scissor tail stitches. That's adorable. Okay. So these are all Kimberbell. So I'm going to put all Kimberbell together in the same pile. Some of these aren't even opened. Look at that. They're in the cellophane, brand new. Kimberbell is a great way to start if you are a brand new machine embroiderer. Best instructions in the industry. A lot of easy stuff. Here's another Kimberbell right here. Okay, so this is going to go in my Kimberbell pile. These right here, I just want to get all my embroidery things. This isn't all of them. So I've got some Purely Gates boots and the Eagles, and then the Mylar Texas kitchen towels. These are OESD right here, and scissor tail stitches. Okay, Happy Llama. All of these can go together. Recipe, cocktails, embroidered kitchen towels, just tons. Why do I have all this stuff? Whatever. Applique bundle from OESD. Okay, so the Purely Gates, here's another Kimberbell. All right. So I'm going to put these over here. So I've got all of my embroidery. Now I have some more Purely Gates. This is that Mylar stuff, y'all. This is adorable. Oh my gosh, I want to make that. I should make that. I got a new great niece. Okay. Lorelei Designs, some more stuff from Dime. More Kimberbell. What is this? Halloween stuff for Kimberbell. These are things I got when I took a class. When I first started embroidering, I took a class. That little ice cream or cupcake pillow right there, I made that in a class over at All Brands. And you can see it sitting right next to the door. There's a little tiger. This was the last little stuffed animal my dad gave me before he passed. And then here is the pillow that I made. It's just something, right? Okay. I don't know why it's there. Why not make them giveaways when I no longer want them? I can, and I do, but y'all, I have so much stuff identified as giveaways that I can. Okay, so these are keepers. All right. So I Lorelei Designs and Purely Gates. And then these, let's see, this is more Kimberbell. Over here, Kimberbell. All right. So more of that back on my ironing table back here. And then the Dime stuff. Now I have got, what is this? Why is it, what is it? It's nothing. Oh, it's little hooks for these earrings that I'm never going to make. Y'all, I'm never going to make these. I don't even know where the CD is. It's not in there. Or maybe it's a download. These are little hooks, whatever. I don't want these. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm never going to make that. I'm not getting rid of it, but I'm never going to make it. And the Dime stuff. Okay. Now I have from Fabric Confetti, more embroidery. Okay. So I want all of these together. And the problem is I have a lot of them and I've just been stuffing them wherever. And some things I will put according to size. I should make that. That is adorable. You just see inspiration when you start going through your patterns, right? Love it. More Dime. All right. So more Dime. Now, this is from Glenda Sparling, Fitting Pants with Sure Fit Designs. I don't even have her, I don't even think I have her rulers and stuff anymore. So I do not need this. And I gave up garment sewing. I don't know why I have it. Copyright 2014. I've had this a long time. I'm going to get rid of this. And then we have Horses in Frames. As much as I love farm animals, I'm not a horse person. Don't know where this came from. No idea. 82 embroidery designs and a Brother Scan and Cut CD. I have no idea what that is. So I don't even know. This is from Amazing Design. I don't even know what this stuff is. I've never used it. Spent money on it and never used it. It is Quilt Wench. You are right. She said, I would think that having it in front of me would make it easier to cull the herd of patterns. I would see what I want to make and what I will never make. You're absolutely right. And that is why I pulled all of this out. So these CDs, you know, this is what I call old-fashioned. See all those designs? I'll never make those. I'll never make those. So I'm going to put all this stuff aside. I don't even know what that scan and cut. It's an operation manual and whatever. I don't need any of that. So that's going to go in the TBD. Full busted sew clothes that fit. I have some Nancy Zeman. Okay. Pattern fitting with confidence. I will never, ever, ever use that. More scissor tail stitches. Anita Good Design. Wedding, his and hers stuff. Lindy G embroidery. I used to watch Lindy G all the time. She's an excellent instructor. If you can find any of her videos on YouTube, Lindy G embroidery, Lindee. I don't know if she's retired or what. I met her at Quilt Festival, oh gosh, 10, 12 years ago, and bought this from her booth. She was there and I got a picture with her and everything. So that was cool. Here's another Sewing with Nancy machine embroidery with confidence. I won't use it. Word Art and Stitches. This is fun. I've used it a couple of times. This is a dime product. It's not PEP. It's not part of their Perfect Embroidery Pro software. It's a add-on. So I've used it, but I'll never use it again. I know. But anyway, so, and then we have Perfect Stitch Viewer software, which allows you to see your embroidery designs like icons and pictures in your picture folder. Well, I have Embrilliance Thumbnailer, so I don't need this. So I'm looking at these things now going, I'm probably never going to use these. Look how much space. Hold on. I'll probably keep these three. Look how much space those take up, okay, that I don't need. So I'm going to put these things over here that I'm pretty sure I'll never use. And we'll just put all that stuff together. Okay. I think that's all I had for embroidery, CDs, and whatnot. All right. I do have a lot of, so I've got a lot of Lori Holt, Elizabeth Hartman, and Art to Heart, Nancy Halverson, and Amy Bradley. And then I have a lot of other smaller patterns. I have a bunch of these. I need to see, I can't find these. I was looking for one of these and I couldn't find it. So all my biannies, I'm going to put like with like. Here's another embroidery thing. This is the embroidery designs for that Birds of a Feather that I was going to put up above my ironing board here. So that's an embroidery thing. I really want to keep that. That is so stinking cute. Somebody made something out of this. It's adorable. Okay. And so all my biannies, I'm going to put a stack. Biannies. Here is their little sling bag, the side hustle. I picked that up last year at Quilt Festival. Here's another one, a place for everything. Why is that on cardboard? It must have been a display. Yeah, not needed. Why is that on cardboard? Okay. All right. You guys are talking about what does one do when you can't gift them to a family member? Elaine, I will donate them to my 4-H. They have a sewing thing. That's a good place for those to go, you know, that kind of thing. You can offer them up to shops that have classes for kids. All right. So I'm going to start. So here's my biannie stack. Okay. Let's do some Lori Holt organizing. I wish they were all the same. Okay. Encyclopedia of Pieced Quilt Patterns. I was a sucker when I bought this. It's an expensive book. Corey Yoder talked me into it when she showed it. And now I'm like, why? Why did I buy this? Because I'm a kit girl. Why did I buy this? It's still in the wrapper. It needs to go on my bottom shelf as a, like what I would call reference material. I'll never use this book. Never. And it's heavy, so I'm not shipping it to anybody. Here's my book for EQ8. Oh, I've been looking for this. Step-by-step exercises for learning EQ8 software. I have EQ8 software. Yeah, I love this. I need to go through. Oh my goodness. I definitely need to do this because I poke around on there forever. I didn't even know where that was. I've been looking for it. Don't keep it. I know it's too expensive, though. That's one of those things. Oh, we're not doing a giveaway today, Marlene. No. Giveaway day is on Friday. Okay. So I have a lot of Jolly Bar books too. Okay. This is the small Lori Holt. I'm going to put it up here so I can stack these. All of my Lori Holt patterns. That's the Quilted Scarecrow. Gentle Flock. Here's my Art to Hearts. These are the books that I just picked up at Quilts, etc. Okay. Cakewalk. Vintage Dishes. There we go. I'm trying to find. Okay. Here's my Jolly Bar books. I think there's another small Lori Holt. Prim and Proper. Okay. So Jolly Bar books I want together because sometimes they put out a quilt that they'll tell you it's in book 3 or whatever, and you need to go buy the book. Well, I have the book. And I'm missing one. There's 5 and I only have 4 here. It will turn up. It's here somewhere. Yeah, it will turn up. Okay, Vintage Dishes and all that. Here's my Amy Bradley designs for the cats. I'm going to put those over here. These are snap-applique patterns that I will do. So all of the Art to Heart from Nancy Halverson and the snap-applique, I snap-applique those things. So I'm going to put those in a separate. Those are applique pattern books. All right. Spelling Bee. I'm going to turn this so it doesn't. Seasonal Stitchy Stars. I made this one for fall. It's in my living room on my buffet. It's gorgeous. I love it. And Scrappiness is Happiness. Y'all, if Lori Holt has a book, by golly, it's probably in my stash. So that is true. Your calendar says it's Power Tools with Threads anniversary. Becky, is that correct? Well, sing for joy. What it is, today is the 2nd anniversary of the Stitchuation Room. Now, my channel has been on since 2019 before I retired from Air Force. But today is the 2nd anniversary of the Stitchuation Room. So, yeah, 2 years I've been getting on here pretty much every day, except when I'm on cruises, and yakking with you guys. I take you with me everywhere I go. Meh. Okay. I've got more. Here is the fabric kit, I believe. Yeah. This is the fabric kit for these cats. These need to go in their own envelope. Sometimes I'll do that. Let me see if I can't. And I don't like to do this because it's hard for them to hang out on a shelf. I'd rather put them in one big together envelope. Yeah. I have bigger bags in a bin underneath my Scan and Cut. So those will go together. All right. So here's another reference. Big book of fat quarter quilts. Just plain old. See, these I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't even know where I got this. I don't know. Martingale, they went out of business. Oh my goodness. All right, so we have more Amy Bradley. There's Rippity Doo Dah, Happy Holidays. I started to snap-applique this quilt and I couldn't because my skill set was not there yet, but I could now, but I haven't done it. Okay, I have Animal Whimsy. This is not an Amy Bradley. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So Animal Whimsy. This is adorable. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. Isn't that cute? That is just adorable. Okay. All right. Puppy Dog Pete. So my granddaughter wanted this, and I said I'd make it for her. And I opened the pattern and I said, oh no. So I sent it to Betty Boop, my quilty buddy Lisa, and she made it for her. And I did tell Callie that Lisa made it. I didn't. So adorable. I will never in a million years make any of these patterns. I don't like them. So I'll probably make that a giveaway or something. So that's going to go in this other stack. Okay. Got to be honest with myself, y'all. Honesty is the best policy. Happy Halloween. Will I make it again? No. Am I going to get rid of it? Probably not. I might make a pillow. Who knows? A door hanger, something. Never know. Amy Bradley's Quilt Diva. I really want to snapplique her. I have wanted to do this for years. Y'all, I bought this pattern in Las Vegas way before I retired from the Air Force. My husband was TDY out there to a security conference, and I went with him. And I had to hit all the quilt stores. That store's not even open anymore. So, okay. Quilt Diva. Eat, Sleep, Quilt, Repeat. More Amy Bradley. Put that together. All right. Applique Elements. So this is one of those from Urban Elements. Aw, thank you, Betsy. You guys are so sweet. EQ8 is Electric Quilt 8 version 8. And it, because somebody just asked, what is EQ8? It allows you to design your own quilts on the computer. And then it'll give you the patterns. It's really cool. Just have to figure it out, as with most stuff. I thought this was adorable. The reindeer games. I don't even remember that I owned this. So I can put these pieces into the scan and cut, scan them in, and create embroidery designs for them. I don't even know where I got this. Just peel, place, and press with an iron. Yeah, that sounds nice. It's actually fairly simple. I have done Hallelujah, the dog. This is the cat reindeer games. But I've done Hallelujah. It's H-O-W-L. It's adorable. I snappliqued that. That was one of my first projects I ever did probably 5 years ago. Keep. Okay. Let's see what I have. So somebody sent me wicked chickens. One of you sent me something. Y'all don't send me things, please. Not that I don't appreciate them. I don't have the space. And I don't want to pay to ship them to somebody. Yep. I made a table runner ready to be quilted. Used the scan and cut. Thought you might like it. Okay, now someone who would. Wicked chickens. It's cute. Adorable. It's a applique pattern. So, let me see. I don't even know. She didn't even sign it. So I don't know who gave it to me. But it's chickens. So, again, it's applique. I'm going to put it in the applique section. All right. Peace on Earth pattern from Connecting Threads. Okay. I made this several years ago. I bring it out every Christmas and I love it. I will never make this again. I kept it, I think, because of the trees. I don't know. I'm not going to keep this. I never, unless it's embroidery, but for quilting patterns, I never make a pattern twice. I don't have time for that. Okay. You would pay for the shipping? Okay. So I'm going to get rid of that. And, oh, there's a bunny in my garden. Y'all, I got to have this. This is adorable. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Look at that. There's a bunny in my garden. That is so stinking cute. I can't get rid of it. It's too cute. It still inspires me. And I look at it and I want to make it. So keep. It's a one-off pattern. It doesn't fit with the rest of my designers. So that's going to have its own stack because there's more than one of these. Gnome for the holidays, bench pillow and table runner. I made the bench pillow. I took it to Houston with me and showed it at a display in the All Brands booth. I love it. I'm never going to make it again. I've got videos on how to make this, and I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to donate it. okay? Because I'm never going to make it again, I know. Home again. Now, I made this quilt all in the pumpkin color orange because that goes with my house. I love it. Never going to make it again, but it's Lori Holt, so it goes in the stack. I know my logic doesn't work. It doesn't work. I just do what I can. So I'm going to take this applique and put it over here. The rest of my applique stuff, it's a one-off. All right, we're getting there. Holidays in Patches Ghost. So cute. I've made this. I'm going to put it over here. I'll never make it again. So Say It with Quilted Skinnies. This is another book that it's an applique book. This is the one I showed you guys. I made the wash and dry for my laundry room. Okay. This was the book, Say It with Quilted Skinnies. So applique. That's what I'm doing. I'm kind of, and sometimes you have to kind of go through this stuff and go, all right, now I know I can put all my applique books that I would use for applique patterns in one area, regardless of who the author is, right? So just kind of get it. Christmas figs. I just love Joanna Figueroa. She is the sweetest, nicest lady. I met her at market last year before in Houston. So I got to have the book. So just a one-off pattern Christmas book. Amy Bradley Designs Monsters over here in the Amy Bradley. Family Favorites book from Sherry and Chelsea. I made one quilt out of this. That was the Brightly sampler with you guys. We did a quilt along. Love, love, love that book. I know, Patty. Such good books. So this is going to go, so maybe I need to put all my It's So Emma patterns. That's the book publishing company owned by the Fat Quarter Shop. So Christmas figs, family favorites. Okay. More Amy Bradley. Oh, we've got cats. The cats. One-Eyed Pete, Sarge, Mac, Sylvester, Amelia. All these. Okay. Amy Bradley applique patterns. I'll probably keep those. Not sure I'll make them, but they're of a designer that I like. You have all of these. She's like, your room looks like mine. I got all the same stuff. Here is Workshop Diva. I have not made her. And here is the fabric kit for Workshop Diva. The reason I have not done Workshop Diva, believe it or not, it has a snap-a-cake. And for those of you that are brand new, hey, y'all, give this video a thumbs up. You're sitting there just watching. Just hit the thumbs up and like. If you would, I'd appreciate it. If you're watching on TV, grab your channel remote and hit the up channel button, your TV remote. So the reason I have not made this is because it requires an altering of the pattern, because if you're going to snap-a-cake, and snap-a-cake is taking a pattern that was never intended to be a embroidery design and converting it into one. I have many, many videos on how to snap-a-cake. Now, if you look here, this is the reason I haven't done this yet. So this hair goes over the face. The glasses go over the face. The face piece has an ear. We've got a pencil that goes behind the ear, and the pencil goes over the hair here. So we've got overlapping and underlapping going on right here. This is the only place that's a real pickle on that one. Well, hello, Dottie. She's barking at the baby gate. She wants in. So because of that, the pattern has to be altered in Stitch Artist, which is in Brilliant Stitch Artist, which is the software that I use, you can see it better here. You see it better here. Okay. So look close. The face and the pencil, the face is all one piece. The pencil, there's a bow in her hair, a little headband. Everything overlaps and underlaps. So in order to make it an embroidery design, you've got to cut some of the pieces in Brilliance, make them two separate pieces, and add on an extension for a seam allowance so you can layer these things how they need to go. It's hard. It's hard. This is a real challenge. What do I do with the fabric kit? Okay, so just like that other one, that's the same problem with Quilt Diva. She's got overlapping and underlapping. And that's a pretty advanced move for Snapplique. All right. Hello, Pumpkin. I love this. Who makes it? Cherry Blossom. Yeah. This is adorable. This is an adorable little applique table runner. Isn't that cute? These kinds of patterns, though, are where I get stuck. So I want mine to look like theirs, and so I have to go digging. Fortunately, they do give you the fabric on here, and so I can match something. Same color, small scale-ish, not exact same fabric, but that's kind of how I roll with that. So that works. All right, applique. One-off applique. Quilted projects for all seasons. Love Annie's quilting books. Okay. What happened to all my embroidery thread? It's still in a box under my long arm. I've decided I'm going to take this down, the She Who Sews, and I'm going to put all my embroidery thread, more plastic trays like these here. I got some work to do. I haven't been home. I know it's an excuse. That's okay. Ooh, that's pretty. Lori Holt's summer picnic. Gorgeous. Lori Holt pile. And another Americana flag. Why do I have this? I already have an American flag quilt that I made from Villarosa Designs. I don't know. Keeping it. Okay, so quilted projects for all seasons. These are pieced quilted patterns, seasonal, one-off books, right? This big book of fat quarters is going to go reference material because I don't know. All right. Trash. More applique. I was going to snapplique these. Here we go. Esther the Easter chicken. I've been wanting to make this for years, and I got really close, but I didn't do it. I got things cut out. I can see I've marked on it. I don't know what I did, but this is a UFO somewhere in my room, and I have no idea where. So Be in My Bonnet stitch cards. If you've been watching me for a minute, then you know I don't hand stitch. And my intention, my intention with this was to scan it into the scan and cut and then recreate it using Embrilliance cross stitch. Okay. Still can. I can try, but I don't have time to sit and fiddle with that. So I'm keeping it. All right. Making Mischief from Atkinson's Designs. So cute. More stitch cards I'll never use. I'm gonna put these over here in the donate. I'm not gonna do these. I'm gonna put them in the donate. Let's get honest, right? Okay, I got a lot of skinny patterns I picked up. There was a shop going out of business. Patriotic skinnies. These are all applique. Sun-Kissed, Jump into Summer. These are all little, this is so cute, y'all. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't that adorable? Little quilts. December White Christmas, it's called, by Kelly Mueller of the Wooden Bear. Adorable. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I have the Eagles, more stitch cards. Not going to make them. Don't know why I kept them. So in the get rid of pile, haberdashery quilt patterns. This looks like a Lori Holt. Yep, sure is. Okay. Boo. Fat quarter shop. I don't know. It's just a little weird little quilt pattern. It's adorable. It needs a plastic thing. I do like to keep my patterns in these plastic because they slide in and out better. And it keeps them from getting dog-eared and whatnot. You need to get some finishes under your belt instead of enthusiastically asking for more and more projects. I know, right? That is hilarious. I love this. That's so funny. Sonia, I got you, sister. I know. I have Snowman Society. Oh, these were Jolly Box patterns. That's where these came from. These were Jolly Box patterns. Okay. Quilt. Oh, where was the one for? I had a pile for the fat quarter shop. I'll just put them right there. Okay, so these are all applique. So uniquely yours, bricks and borders boo. Okay, y'all, there's a lady who hangs at the quilt shop in McQueenie, Texas, and she designs these. Let me get her name. I talked to her. I had her here. We did a quilt show of hers. She doesn't put her name on these anywhere. This is a fabulous pattern for, it's very busy, but it's a fabulous pattern for panels that you've got little pieces of. And you've got border prints and whatnot. The more I watch Becky, the more I like you like me. Oh, one Glad Dixon. We are of this, we're cut from the same quilting cotton, are we not? Love it. All right. So this, all right, I got to figure, oh, one off. There we go. Okay. I'm keeping this, and then American Shuffle. Oh, CL Pratt. She goes, yeah. American Shuffle. Okay, here we go. I have Chicken Club. These are cross stitch patterns that, you know, they come out every month, and the Fat Quarter Shop puts them out. And I kept all of these chicken cross stitch patterns because I made chicken salad, and these are the chickens in chicken salad. Am I ever going to make these? What do you guys want to bet that I'm actually going to make these? Yeah, you'd win a lot of money if I made these. So donate. We'll definitely donate those. Some of you are cross stitch fans. I am not. Ah, two little totes. By Annie. Right here. See, this is what's happening. Kitchen towel printing pattern overview. Okay, here's something that I bought online, and you have to print it out. And I think I paid $5 for this pattern on Etsy or whatever. Okay. So this is to make those kitchen towels that have the band that go around them that slip over the arm of your oven door. Sewing pattern. Where would I put that here? I have no idea. So I don't know. I don't have a home for this in my mess. And if I was looking for it, because I know I'm going to use it again, where would I look for it first? I would definitely look for it on the shelf. I don't know. I'm going to put it to the side until I come up with a home for it. Here's the new pet set. I showed you guys this the other day from By Annie. We can turn cross stitch into machine embroidery designs, but it's hard. And we have another Good Day, Bad Day from Amy Bradley Designs. So over here in the stack. We're getting through this, y'all. All right, I bought this quilt pattern with the idea that I would hang it in the motorhome for our Christmas tree. I made another one, and I don't like this pattern, so donate. I'm not keeping that. What's it called? There's a shop in San Angelo, Texas. Patchwork something. thefibercoop.com. She makes these patterns. They're adorable little pincushions. See the little bobbins for feet on the goat? You have a kitchen section in your patterns. Very good. I probably need that. Y'all, I'm going to put little divider cards out of my comic book boards so I can find things. I'm going to make labels on my Brother Label Maker and put it on the end of the comic book board and put it in there sideways so that I can read where all my stuff is. Here's an armadillo. Y'all, I'll never make these. These are hand stitching. They come with a little kit. I will never make these, so I'm going to donate these. The birdie pin cushion kit. What was I thinking? I think I was just helping her out, so I bought a lot of stuff. All right, donate again. The Maker's Tote. Very nice. This is a Noodlehead. She's a fabulous designer. I love Noodlehead stuff. And it's got lots of goodies in there. Keep for sure. Matter of fact, because it's a bag, I'm going to put it in my Bianni because that's where I would look for it first for that kind of thing. Pink Sand Beach Designs, the Bermuda bag. Okay, so in my Bianni area, I'm going to put all of my tote bag patterns. So purchased pattern, the Betts White Metro bag over the shoulder that holds a tablet. That's what that is. You never know. I'm going to hold on to that. More pink sand, the Brentwood bag, the Riviera handbag. I made that with my Downton Abbey fabric. Did y'all see Downton Abbey? September 12th is going to be the final movie. It's released in the US on September 12th. I cannot wait. I'll probably go and leave my husband at home. Okay, Fat Quarter Gypsy, wire-framed totes. Have the pattern, don't have wire frames. I have more bags and patterns than the law allows, so I'm going to donate this because I don't have the wire frames. It's not my thing. The Cappuccino bag, too. This is adorable. Around the bobbin. I love bags. I'm not a fan of making them, but I really want to get better. More pink sand. Maui Glam bag. The Tuscany tote. All right, here we go. Auntie's 2 patterns, the Bailey Island Hobo. These are those bags. I took a class where you have to roll up a jelly roll strip with the batting in the middle of it. And you binge watched the entire season of Downton last week. Yeah, that's to catch you up on all the characters and everything. Yeah, I watch it. Oh, I love that. I love that show. So I went to the castle in 2023 with my friend Candace. We went on a sulky tour over in England. It was awesome. Okay. I hate making these kinds of bags where you have to take a jelly roll strip and put a strip of batting in it and sew it together, fold it in half, sew it together, run it through the jig. I hate that. My hands hate that. I've got arthritis and they don't like it, so donate. My Betty Boop makes she makes those jelly roll rugs. They're gorgeous. I can't do that. I hate it. Nantucket Summer. This is a free pattern from Motif to make this little bag. I love this because what I'll do is I make a copy of it and I send it with, like if I give away a little mini charm pack, I'll send this with it if I can find it. So I need to be able to find it. Who doesn't love Camille Ross Kelly? Okay, another bag, the Laura tote. I tried to snap-applique that years ago. I wasn't successful. I'll never make this. I'm going to donate it. See and Sew. Why do I have this? Somebody wrote on it. I love a good shift dress. And I kept this pattern, $1.59, y'all. Can you believe it? From Butterick. Oh my gosh. Tan jersey or plaid knit. A lady wrote on the back of it. On the back. So she put her notes on there. I'm never going to use this. But it's an antique for sure, right? Definitely. I forgot I had it, so I'm going to donate it. Simplicity 2-hour bottoms. These are all kind of popular with these big legs, right? Not going to make it. Donate. I can buy it from Amazon cheaper. Okay, and then Creative Notions zipper pouches. I kept these, and it has zippers. This came in one of my Creative Notions. I think this is fabulous. So I'm going to put this in with the Bianni stack of making bags. Getting through this. So look now at my get rid of. It does look just like my seersucker dress. Is the mini pattern a freebie? Yes. Penguins and pins. It's on the Moda website. Absolutely. Your Quilt Guild has a trade table twice a year. That's great. A lot of this stuff too, and I can do that. I can take this down to El Campo, and that's where I got rid of a lot of stuff last year. So, okay. You have some of your mom's patterns that she paid 35 cents for. I love that. So look at this stack here and here. These are, let's see. Give that away. Give that away. This is Joanne Banco's just jackets. I'm going to keep that. And that Tool Shed Plus, I'm going to keep that for my dime software. So this stack right here, that's almost half a shelf that I'm going to have available over there so that I've got more space. And I'm a couple more minutes to go. And we are, I don't know, halfway through. So it's been an hour and I'm still poking around in this hot mess here. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Downton Abbey, love, love. We're in El Campo, and is it full this year? We can take one more, whether you want to get a cabin or bring an RV. Yeah, we can take one more. We're at 23, we can take 24, and that's it. Oh, well, thank you, Deidre. She says, I appreciate the deviation of putting something under the needle to let's clean and declutter. Yes, we need to do that. How do I store my bolts of fabric? I don't have any bolts. Pollo Loco. Adorable chicken pincushion patterns. Need it? No. Keeping it? You bet. Love it. Atkinson Designs. It's a little tote for everything. More totes. Fold and Stitch Blooms. This is an old pattern. And I like it, but I'm never going to make this. I'm never going to make this. Some of you have that. I know you do. It's beautiful, but I'm never going to make that. I'm never going to make this. The chickens I'm keeping. I don't know where I'm going to put them. Oh, I'll put them in the kitchen pattern. Kitchen. Why would a pincushion thing go in it? Because chickens kitchen? I don't know. I'm going to donate these, give these away. So we have a pattern for something. Oh, it's just a quick little mug rug I found somewhere on the internet. I'm going to throw that away. I don't need it. Never make it. Never in a million years. Teethy McGee Digitals. Teethy McGee, if you're going to go overseas, this is a passport wallet pattern, tutorial and pattern from Teethy McGee. Let me hold it still so you can see it. Fabulous pattern. I made passport holders for my son, my daughter-in-law, me, Keith. It's great. It's got card slots in it for credit cards, or if you're going over, some places like between Mexico and Canada, you can get the little driver's license looking card. You can put your baggage stuff in here. All of your no, you're not coming in here. She's whining. Okay. Oh, here's the changing station. I need to make that. This is so cute. Oh my gosh. Another bag, cotton waste, Stitch Lovely Things. I won't make that, so I'm going to donate it. But I have kept this Teethy McGee pattern because you never know. And I've made so many of them and I love them. So I'm going to put this in with the bags and zipper pouches and that kind of thing. Here's the changing station. Oh my gosh, y'all. In the Wayback Machine, look at that. Remember when we used to put covers over our toasters and blenders and all that? Way back. I got this pattern. I don't know where I picked it up, but I got it because of the nostalgia factor. And I'm going to put it out on display. I really like this. It makes me feel happy. It reminds me of my grandmother's kitchen. And both of my grandmothers, definitely. And, they're not here anymore, so just neat. All right, so I'm going to hold on to this. This will become a display item. I know, I love that pattern too. And I have made these already. I made those and quilted them and everything. So I'm going to donate this. I won't be making it again. And the Ultimate Toddler Bib. How cute. Oh, gosh. Somebody was looking for this the other day. She had the bag. Where were we? I was teaching somewhere. I was in Springfield, I think. And she walked up and she says, what's the name of this pattern? She had made a bionic gear bag. This is fabulous. Need to frame that. Yeah, Lori, I do. I know. I've never made this bionic gear bag and I want to because it's a beast. It's a beast. Okay, you guys, our hour is up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for going along with me and helping me get through this. I'm inclined to do a little bit and do it again tomorrow. So I would love that, just to go through things. But if I am not doing it with you, then I don't do it. So, all right, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up. I hope you got some good thought, thinking through why to keep, when to keep, how to keep, where to keep, right? And when to let it go and why. So honesty is the best policy. If it doesn't have a home, you can give it another one somewhere else. All right, you guys, I love y'all. I will see you soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and y'all go sew something. Bye.